everyone, welcome back. So I did not make a video last week or the previous week. It's been an interesting time frame. The first week I missed because I ended up stranded in a different town. My car broke down. And then last week I was just having a hard time just getting back into the routine of things. And so anyway, we were going to have April 1st as the due date on Voyage 17, which was still the due date on that. We did end up doing something different on that since we weren't able to make that goal. So this voyage started off with Voyage 17 for 7,100. And then we're currently in week 6. We have 5 seahorses and 1 octopus joining us for this week. So we start off with the checking account at $2,295.52, and basically I'm just going to combine the 2 weeks together. So we sent $295.52 to savings, and then we used the $2,000 for the savings payback. For the savings, we had started off with $233.99. We added that $295.52, giving us $529.51. And then we did a return of $131.47 for $660.98 as our starting point. And then for the savings payback part, this is the 13th and the 20th. So for bills, I just zeroed that out to make that easy. The mortgage, we did the $290, so the $2,000 was applied towards the mortgage, that Old American Express. We did some towards that Discover One. And then with that $660.98, we had that $2,000 of the savings. So we start off with that $2,660.98. And then we, for the moment, did a flat $2,000 towards the bills. So currently there's $660.98 in the savings. And I made payments on several credit cards, but at the moment I'm just not going to worry about that because I had made notes and I don't know where I put my notes at. So I'm just not going to worry about that part for this week, and we're going to start fresh on the next voyage with everything. So basically Voyage 17 turned into a $2,000 voyage, and we paid off $2,000 of it. So the remaining $5,100 we actually put into a loan at our credit union at 4.75, and that's $250 a month. So that ended up being a lot cheaper than just letting it sit on that credit card. And I think for Voyage 18, we're probably just going to take care of all the crazy stuff that happened this last month with the car repairs and all the items that got involved. One of the things that happened is we got, luckily we did not get stranded on the side of the road. We did get to a hotel parking lot, and the car decided it wasn't going to go any further. We were trying to get checked into the hotel, and my cards got declined. I had 2 different credit cards, and then the clerk tried his credit card, and it also got declined, so they realized it was just the system. And lucky for me, this was a hotel that I was a member of. I had some type of membership with it, so they went ahead and gave me a room for the night. And then the next morning when I got up, I went and paid for the room. And then we had to leave the car in that town. And we found some mechanics to get us up and running to bring it back home. And so now we're going to take the car back to get some more repairs done to it. So it's been a pretty interesting couple weeks, a bit stressful, but at the end we were able to manage through it all. And I'm hoping they only need my car for tomorrow, and then this fiasco with no car will be done by then. But since, we end up with a hotel stay, we had a car rental, and the car repairs. So there was just a lot of unexpected things that happened. And that was another reason why we just went ahead and went the loan route with a less of the credit card amount. And so Voyage 18, I'm going to kind of ponder on how to do that. But like I said, I think we're going to do car repairs and just the crazy stuff that happened. And I feel like there's more things that happened, but I just can't think off the top of my head. But that was one of the main things. So, but what was really lucky about my car breaking down was, ironically, I was driving 40 miles an hour and I passed a truck. and the truck was going really slow. And then after I got past the truck, all of a sudden my car just started acting weird and wasn't wanting to go much past 50. Ironically, that last 20 miles I was able to drive the car. That truck was behind me going slow, so I didn't have any issues with any fast moving traffic because of that slow truck behind me. And then, like I said, we got to a hotel parking lot before the car completely gave out. And then we got lucky with the clerk being able just to give us a room for the night. And then we squared it away the next morning. And things worked out. So we were safe. And now we just need to pay for all the items that occurred during this time frame. So, okay, so this is kind of just one of those off videos, but I want to get back into the routine of doing things since I had taken a couple weeks off. And if you followed me this far in the video, I think the code word will be owl, because we had an owl in our driveway hooting at us. So I thought that would be kind of a cool thing because birds are fun. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. And I will try to get back into the routine of things. I think, oh, and I also had family visiting too, so that kind of, yeah, there's just quite a few things that were just different the last couple of weeks. But anyway, I'm going to try and get back into the routine of things and get things more organized for the next voyage. But I just wanted you to know I'm still here, and there was reasons why I wasn't on. But I've got those squared away, and we're going to get back into it and get this debt paid off. And thanks for joining me. Bye.